have a lot of outstanding quarterbacks. Those of you who got to watch Eric play should consider yourselves fortunate because this young man is quite likely the best of them all. The numbers tell the story. No other quarterback in MIAA or UCM history has attempted more passes, completed more passes, thrown for more yards, or thrown more touchdowns in a season or career than Eric. His senior season was spectacular. Over 5,000 yards passing and 46 touchdowns. He won virtually every award possible, including the Harlon Hill Award as the best player in Division II. I asked Eric which of all his sensational performances he enjoyed the most, and he picked the game a lot of you probably would have selected, the Nebraska-Omaha game here in 2010. Show of hands, how many of you here saw that game? Do you know what I'm talking about? The Mules were trailing 31-7 in the fourth quarter, but with Eric completing 21 of 33 passes for 270 yards and 3 touchdowns in that fourth quarter alone, the Mules came back to win 34-31, scoring the winning touchdown fittingly on Eric's touchdown pass with 4 seconds left. Eric and his wife Danielle have 2 children and live in Belton. He's been the manager of the Sherwin-Williams store for 6 years. Eric wants to thank Danielle first and foremost for helping him achieve his Hall of Fame status. He also thanks his parents and family members, grandparents, in-laws, and some really great friends for their support. I'm told his parents never missed a game of his UCM career, home or away. He also wants to thank Coach Jim Sabota for not only being a wonderful coach, but also being one of his biggest supporters and an even better friend. Eric said a lot of things influenced his decision to come to UCM. At the top of the list was UCM's outstanding business program because he knew he wanted to major in business management. He said from his first visit to campus, Warrensburg felt like home because everyone was always so helpful and welcoming. He said the Mules coaching staff really helped him see his future at UCM, and all were really great individuals. I read a quote from Eric in the UCM Alumni magazine after he had won the Harlon Hill Award that really expressed Eric's humbleness. He said, when I came to UCM, all I wanted was to get my degree and play some football. Well, he got his degree, and he sure played some football. Now let's enjoy a video tribute to Eric Czerniewski.
Well, the first time I saw him was in spring football. It didn't take long to realize that he had some special attributes in terms of playing the position. So I was very excited about that. You never know what you're going to encounter when you come into a new situation. And when we had gone through the off season, we knew we had some good athletes around him, but until you get the whole squad out there in terms of spring ball, you don't know how it's going to unfold. And of course, that starts with the quarterback, and we just felt like he had some special skills.
First thing I noticed about him was just instant leader. I mean, you see, right away, hey, this guy's got it. He knows what he's doing. I go out to practice with him. He's not a vocal guy either, really. He's not a real vocal leader, but he's, he leads by example. And if you do mess up, though, he'll let you know that. So first thing I saw, though, he's a leader, natural leader, too.
Well, I had coached a lot of tremendous quarterbacks before I got here, that's for sure, and I just felt like Eric had one of the quickest releases I had seen. That's the main thing, along with accuracy, is getting the ball out fast and delivering it to the intended target. And as that played out, Eric was a guy that was never far off the mark. Even his incompletions were usually somewhere in the close vicinity of being able to be caught.
He was always prepared. He was a student off the field too. He was always in watching film, talking with Coach Boda, and they're always going over. He knew exactly what was going on at all times. He knew where every receiver was supposed to be, all our assignments and everything.
What was really impressive about him was that it was a whole new offense. And so you got to have somebody that has the ability to pick things up rather quickly, and he was just such a quick study. And probably the main thing with the quarterback position is the ability to process once the ball is snapped. You literally have 2.5 seconds or so on a typical pass play to make a good decision, make an accurate pass, and he could do those things so fast, and it was so impressive to watch him in action. The fact that he ended up breaking the Division II record with over 5,200 yards, that's an amazing number. and he had well over 45 touchdown passes, I think 47 touchdown passes his senior year. You know, those are really gaudy numbers.
That's an incredible record, and I think it'll keep going too. I mean, I do every year. I'll look around. I look at Division I, Division II numbers and see, you know, I'm like, man, Eric threw for this. You know, it's just like, and nobody can touch it. It's an incredible record.
Clearly the most decorated football player ever at the University of Central Missouri, probably as decorated as any athlete at the University of Central Missouri. And that says a lot because there's been a lot of great athletes here, clearly.
Obviously, again, the numbers show themselves. But Eric was just a competitor. Everything he does, he's competitive. We play softball now, or basketball and stuff like that. You know, now that we're done with football, and he's so dang competitive in that. It's just everything he does. He's wired that way, and he was just incredibly tough on the field. I mean, I really remember him. You know, always getting knocked down. You know, getting smacked. You know, you see that, and then just. You know, it's like people had to peel him up off the turf sometimes. He gets hit so hard, you're like, man, is he going to get up? And he pops right up, shakes his head, you know, he's ready for the next play. So he was a competitor.
I use him as an example a lot because obviously he reached the pinnacle in terms of awards and statistics and all those things, and it wasn't an accident. I mean, he had great natural talent, but he's also a guy who was focused every practice. He was a true student of the game. He understood what it took in terms of preparation to be successful. And so, you know, I bring his name up, you know, and have since that season. If you want to be great, here's what I can tell you about what it takes and the results of that. And so to have your best player have that kind of mentality and that kind of focus and that kind of discipline and that kind of understanding of being a leader on the team is a tremendous advantage for a coach, and had a lot to do with winning those 11 games that season. Just truly a blessing to have coached somebody like that you can use it as an example that just didn't show up on game day with some raw talent. He's a guy that combined his great physical and mental attributes with a great work ethic and got great results.
Eric, congratulations. What an honor. I'm happy for you and the entire Czerniewski family. I hope you guys enjoy this day. Congratulations, man.
Eric, I just want to congratulate you on being inducted into the UCM Athletic Hall of Fame. I cannot think of a more worthy recipient of the award, and I'm proud to have coached you. I just want to thank you for everything you did for me as a coach, and best wishes always.